Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, kind of a banger, not gonna lie. How much total clears did you got? Top left. It should be updating top left in real time. So as you can see, we are very much approaching 842,000. I'm just gonna keep going until SMM2 gets replaced by SMM3. So I am probably gonna hit 1 million easily. Okay, let's be real. SMM3 is going to come out because if you think about the history of the other two games, well, SMM1 was in the top 10 best-selling games, which is why they even came up with SMM2 in the first place. And SMM2, it's not in the top 10, but it is in the top 25. But there is a lot more games for this console, so to be fair. And I think even SMM2 has outsold SMM1 anyways, so. But yeah, SMM3 will happen if we're talking realistically, not sarcastically. It would be stupid for them to not do it, but they'll probably do it on the next console. I mean, there's gonna be a Mario Kart 9 or 10 if they do the Windows thing. And there's, gonna be a Smash 6 and all that good stuff. I mean, it's literally their best sellers. That's how they make a bunch of their money. So they have no reason to not make a game when it's successful. You gotta remember that 4 million people have accounts, like according to my database, or have at least made progress in the game at some way, and probably even more people have bought the game. But yeah, there are 4 million different people who have either gotten a first clear, a world record, or uploaded a level based on my DB. And what, 4 million times 60 is how much money? For USD? Quite a bit. $240 million, so yeah. Did I get bored? Do you get bored when you do your job? I mean, I make money from this. And I also took a lot of time off in the past 2 months, so I'm pretty refreshed now. But streaming's pretty fun. But yeah, I will say that this is much more fun than like a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? You don't make money enough to live from yourself? I do. I have my own place. Okay, you gotta remember that when like I get a raid from like Orator, for example, which just happened like a couple days ago, that's literally worth $300 to $400 in ads, not even joking. So, yeah, I'm fine. That's just in one night. There's only 3 viewers, how can you gain money? Not right now, but like I said, it comes in bursts. So I claim Aura is rich. I wouldn't say, I mean, I don't know his financial situation, but I do make money from Orator and people like that when they raid me, for example. Like, Aura, like, straight up paid for my TwitchCon ticket because he raided me like 3 times. And I told him that in person. And he raided me again after that. Or actually 2 times after that. So, I mean, if I can afford a trip to Vegas, which is very costly, by the way, if you think about how much hotels are, I'm doing fine. You can't get 1K dollars per month like that 100%. I mean, have you not done the math yet? Also, who says my rent's 1K? What if I'm living with someone else and paying my share of the rent? You know what I mean? Although I'm not confirmed to be doing that, because I don't want to give details about anyone else, but you know. You'll appreciate it. Also, I literally just started my stream like 10-20 minutes ago, so yeah, that's also why I don't have a lot of viewers here right now. And also, this is a unorthodox time for me to stream. I don't really start my stream at 5 a.m. Even with 100k subs, it's hard to live. No. You know, do you know how much money people make from like Twitch in terms of subs? Are you familiar? Like individually, yeah, not a lot, but like 100,000 times $2.50, because you have to spend $5 and they get 50-50 back. Well, I mean, at that point, you'll probably have like a 70-30 split. But assuming 50-50, you know, that's 100,000 times 2.5 is $250,000 in a month. So, you think people are going to struggle with if they have 100,000 subs? I'm not sure if you're trolling or not, or 3k subs. I don't have 3k subs, I have 3k followers. Is that what you mean? What the fuck, impossible? I mean, I don't know how you can't fathom it, but here I am 4 years later still doing what I'm doing, right? 5 years later. So clearly I'm doing something right. Even if you don't believe it, I don't need you to believe it. If you actually look at me, in the perception of watch hours, I hold my own against some partners even. Watch hours is like correlated to how much money you actually make on the platform because of ad revenue. So if you actually go to sites like, you know, Solinome, for example, and you look at like the top SMM2 streamers, you can kind of get a picture of how much ad money people make, like in order. Like this. You just go to this website, and I'm actually like doing quite well in comparison to even some partners. I don't know how much that is in freedom units. I only use Luigi. Yep, he's the guy who started this journey, and he's the one who's gonna finish it. As you see in this image here, you know, from the watch hours, just from that, I make nearly as much as Raisefire when he plays SMM2. Although I have streamed for like 4 times as long, so I do have to stream longer to like, you know, compete with him basically. But this is just from SMM2 stats. So I'm like in the top 10 for like people who have streamed in the past 7 days, which correlates strongly with how much you can make from ad revenue. As you can see, Orator's up the top. So he probably makes the most. Now that's just from the ad revenue. by itself. That has nothing to do with like subs and like all that other stuff. You need to get $100 per day to gain enough. You doubt I do? What, you think I need $3,000 every month? That's a little unreasonable. I don't really need all that money. Like, all the shit I have is like paid off for the most part. Like, for example, I don't have to like pay car payments or anything like that because I own a car 100%. All I have to do is pay for gas at this point. So it's not like I need like a high amount of like monthly income. I mean, sure, it's nice to like save up for retirement and all that, but you know, I'm doing fine. But also, I will say, it is kind of rude to talk about like money and stuff like that, so don't bring that up. Like, I'm not gonna give you like any like values or anything on exactly how much I make per year or anything like that. I mean, you're free to speculate, but I'm not gonna like share anything like that. Most people don't. Like, if you like ask like, you know, like Order or Raisefire, they will probably not tell you how much they make a year. So, yeah, probably wouldn't go around asking people that. Also, I mean, okay, take a look at this. Does this look like a guy who doesn't have money? Let's see. I think I counted 247 games there. So, yeah. I mean, I had to buy it somehow, right? You do something on the opposite or your parents get carry it? No, I do not rely on my parents. Again, what you're saying is like incredibly like rude. No, I'm not in a relationship and I don't rely on parents to pay for my expenses. I mean, hell, I literally worked as like a line cook for, I don't know, like a couple months or so, and you know, that's how I got my car. And then I didn't need to really spend that much on anything other than just rent, so. I'm good. I don't need any financial advice. Let's be real, TikTok is not the best paying app out there. I think I missed Bowser. Excuse me. Yeah, that's why I didn't join it. I mean, same with like all those other sites like Mixer. I mean, look at what happened to that one, right? No, just stick with Twitch. YouTube's fine as well. But those companies are behemoths at this point. Well, especially YouTube, or I mean Google owner, and Amazon, which is the parent company of Twitch. So yeah, they can't afford to pay us sometimes. Well, you have to like cross-advertise. You have to like, I mean, I'm not a YouTuber all that much yet. I mean, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs so I can unlock the true monetization stuff. But, yeah, I mean, if you like advertise your shit on like Twitch, like your YouTube stuff on Twitch, then it'll probably make things easier. And then at the same time, if you advertise your Twitch on YouTube, or like take stuff from your Twitch and put it on YouTube, then that also advertises your Twitch stuff. And we can see this with people like, you know, Red Falcon, Raise Fire, Orator even, all the big names, DGR, they all have like 100,000 plus on, I mean, like, sub/followers on both YouTube and Twitch. So what they're doing, what they're successful in, is they're just like cross-advertising by like posting on both. So they can get views because of that, because their name's already out there. Actually, Roy, I just had a collaborative stream with a Twitch partner as well. Parkster. I did some stuff with him. So that kind of worked out for me. Ever met up with SMM2 players? Yeah, I went to TwitchCon, like I said, and I talked to Aura in person and thanked him for giving me money, essentially. So, I mean, I went to Orator's meet and greet, and we even took a taxi together when we wanted to go back to the convention center. So, yeah, I've actually been in a taxi with Orator, so. But I did also meet a couple other people as well. Here, if you are still in disbelief, here's this image. I haven't had any bad experiences with anyone, but I don't think it's an SMM2 thing specifically. I think that's just a nerd thing in general, maybe. I don't know. I never, like, you know, smelt someone that smelt, like, bad when I went to Vegas and met up with people, so I never had any specific problems with that. I also went to PAX, like, 10 years ago, and I also didn't really, you know, smell anything too out of the ordinary. If I did, I would have noticed it. How about me? Are you asking if I shower? Yeah. I shower every day because my beard grows, and I get annoyed at my beard, and that's where I shower it. I don't like having a beard, so I have to shower every day to get rid of it. Otherwise, when I go to bed, I'm literally sleeping on, like, a cactus. Because my hair grows really fast. No, do you think I can't talk properly? I think I'm doing fine. Used to not shower? Yeah, it's probably a you issue then. can't get a girlfriend with SM2 in your life? I don't think that's necessarily true. Seems to be a lot of generalizations you're making. I mean, yeah, you gotta separate, like, SMM2, like, you can't just, like, play SMM2, like, all the time. Like, I literally just, like, took, like, 2 months off, basically. Even then, for me, Upcape is only, like, I have to play, like, a few hours a day. And, like, 90% of my time that I play this game now is on Twitch, so you can, like, physically see how long I play. I don't really play it too much off. I still #1 after I paused. Yeah, I had such a lead that I was able to take 2 months off, so I'm still #1. But yeah, obviously gaps closed a little bit, but you know, I never lose it. Never lost rank 1. Probably never will. The rank 2 guy is way too slow. Like, he only does like 400 a day. I can just like push away from that. Even if it looks like I'm like, oh, I'm about to get caught up. No, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. Because that usually always happens. I mean, it's been happening like that for the past like 5 years, so nothing's gonna change. I don't know, seek help, I guess. Everyone has their own, you know, experiences. Some people need help more than others. Well, there you go, I guess. Also, in terms of like the SMM2 people don't have girlfriends, I don't know, take a look at like DGR. He's like married and has kids. Like Rand Pooh Bear, Barb, those are big, well, I mean, not necessarily like SMM2 specifically people, but like, you know, they're all like married and have children. They are Mario people. I don't know what that means, by the way. I don't know what that sentence means. Actual big players don't look like them. What is a big player? A large player? A obese player? They are, like, if you're talking about famousness, they are famous. One who plays a lot? I mean, they play the games every day. They play Mario stuff like almost every day. I stream pretty much as much as they do. Razefire does like Mario related stuff like 5 hours a day for like 5 to 6 days a week. And then also does like YouTube stuff, I guess. Well, aren't those streamers, don't they only live for video games, technically? The people who I just mentioned? That's kind of their jobs. Play on their own, like offline. Well, yeah, that's because they make money when they stream, so might as well just like go live whenever they want to play games, right? There's no reason for them to play offline, because then that's just like they're not getting money from that, so they might as well just stream it. Or they'll just pick another game. I mean, they're gonna keep streaming. But, yeah, they're still making money from it, and they probably won't not make money for a long time. If Twitch dies, and this is like actually a thing that like almost happened pretty much, yeah, first thing that's going to happen is we are all going to jump ship and go to YouTube, pretty much. Because that is similar enough where we can continue doing what we're doing. So, 2 platforms would have to die, and I don't think YouTube's gonna die anytime soon. I mean, it's been pretty lively since 2006. But like when things happen, like you know, changing revenue splits and stuff like that, people were considering jumping over to YouTube instead of Twitch. And I think that happened like a year or 2 ago. I don't remember, but yeah, I mean, nothing too bad happened, and then they even changed stuff and made it easier again to make money again. If I had a different job before, yeah, I mean, I worked as a line cook, and technically I still do stuff for people, like freelancing a little bit. For example, you know, DGR came to me and asked me to find some data stuff for him. So my secondary talent is data science and engineering. So I can actually do that, give him like, you know, requests and fulfill them, and then I get a little bit from that. Around Fiverr, I don't know what that is. You know, people will just like directly come to me because they know I'm a data scientist, and then I'll fulfill their requests. Some guy wanted me to find like uncleared levels, every single uncleared levels of 2022, like just a couple days ago, and he actually dropped a $25 bit donation. Because I completed his request, so. So small stuff like that, but it adds up. I do have a program to find world records from one that not appear from his profile. I do. I have the ability to find everyone's world records if I want to. Yep. He kind of deserved it, though. He gave you $200? For what? Now, if you want to talk about someone leeching from their grandparents, he's literally unemployed, and wasn't he like 16 or something? But honestly, I'd rather like not talk about him and not ever bring him up on the stream just because of how much of a bad experience I had with that person. So, would prefer if we don't talk about him, because he literally like harassed me for like 3 years straight. It's all good. Am I still in contact with my parents? Yeah, I talk to them from time to time. My dad did just move states. Do they say my job's bad? I mean, they don't really ask me that. Would be kind of hypocritical since both of them are currently unemployed. Again, they know that I can literally pay for my own expenses, so they're not questioning it. They don't think it's bad if I can pay for myself. I'm curious, why do you want to know my family's background? What are you gonna get from that? I'd rather not answer their personal details about everything. It has nothing to do with that, but I play sports. Well, in high school, I played 4 sports. Nowadays, not so much. But I still have access to a swimming pool that I can still get some exercise in. But back in high school, I did track and field. That was my main sport. High jump and mid-distance relays, like 400s. I was on the cross country team, tennis team, and swim team, so all 4 of them. Nowadays, I don't really have access to a track, so I can't really do that anymore. Let alone high jump mats. And, well, I do have easy access to a swimming pool. And this place isn't really bikeable, so well, I guess that wasn't a sport that I listed, but yeah. I guess I could drive to a park and ride a bike, but I haven't done that in a while. But there are some tennis courts, I just don't have anyone to play tennis with. ATM, so. But I do have all my tennis stuff with me. And I have an advantage with tennis too, because I'm left-handed, and it throws people off, which I think is funny. Nope. I have a home gym though, so I don't need to go to one. So I can lift weights and use a treadmill without leaving my location. But I rarely use it because, you know, I'll just swim. That's my preferred exercise. I managed to keep a good rhythm with my job. What do you mean by that? What is a good rhythm? Like, time to, like, go exercise and stuff like that? You are like me, you would wake up so late. I mean, I literally just stream whenever, so I'm not under any pressure to, like, stream at a specific time, although it is obviously more helpful to stream at certain times, like times when I am much more prone to get raided. So like a couple hours ago I should have started my stream, and I just kind of like woke up late, to be honest, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just stream anyway. But I can pretty much be in bed within 30 seconds of me turning off the stream. But yeah, I literally wake up whenever the hell I feel like, and go to bed whenever the hell I feel like, so.